situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to run now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there and an out front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, it gives the back plenty of space to pick and choose where to go.
And there, a great inside run, broke the contact and got some space. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing on third down here. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there, because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake, but when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
A first down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They'll set up to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a pretty play. They'll come out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A first down carry for Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within you, he's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
First down, Hal to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 24, Powell. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it breaks up third. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Set to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but We know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And Howe will throw it. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. Second and 1. And this is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start on the ground with Robinson here. be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken in at the 3.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make it 17-13. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing here, Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Off-play action. It's Howell. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
It really was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Up the middle with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. Penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. On the counter, and forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2nd and 11. Over the middle, it's complete. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A handoff, Barkley running left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they go play action with Howell. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A handoff to Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He completes it to Beckham. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders 17, Giants 13.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Robinson up the middle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Washington on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Howell. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Fourth down, Howell. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Giants are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter, and the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They hand off to their big tight end. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Nick Needham picks it off, and the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Giants, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas